So I just got a brand new reel today, it's a multiplier, so I thought I would do a little unboxing of it. I've already opened the box just to see what it was. I ordered it on Amazon, but for some reason the box says eBay, which is why I want to see what it was. But anyway, I haven't actually looked at it yet. I just saw the box, inside of the box. You'll already know what it is because it'll be the title of the video. There she is, Penn Fathom 2 Star Drag. There's the specs on her in French. There you go. Pause and read if you want. In other countries if you're from other countries. Multicultural on this channel. No racism. I hate everyone equally. Get a knife. A knife. Just the closest knife I had to hand. Got written on there. Service commitment. Blah blah blah. Get that out the way. If you watch the channel, you'll know I mostly do vintage reels, so this is one of my first modern multiplier reels. Higher end ones. I've got a cheapo the Kuma Magnitex wool reel. It's falling apart though. The knob fell off, and that's just a knob off of another reel that just acts to keep the sand out. Doesn't actually do anything, so there's no spool adjustment on this. In that screw there isn't missing, it's actually snapped off. The head snapped off, so I can't really adjust the spool. The magnets don't work on it. They do absolutely nothing. So I thought I would get another one. Bank account gave the green light on it, so anyway, here's the new reel. You get these things as well. Little tool. Mountain bits. It's much smaller than I thought it was going to be. Tiny reel. All metal. Got the fighting handle on it. Magnet. And what I really like is that standing off from the frame. So it doesn't damage the frame or get sand in it or anything. It's all clicky goodness. Actually, yeah, I've got modern bait casters, but I wouldn't really say they're multiplier reels. Really good clicker on it. God, that's stiff. I think that's going to be good. So that's an awesome little reel. Made in China for the haters. I'm not racist, so I don't care. So that doesn't flick up when you turn the handle, which I actually like. There's less to go wrong with the reel. That's awesome. tiny little thing, like I say, much smaller than I thought it was going to be. But yeah, get some line on it. So I've just been to the shops and I bumped into a guy that lives in the street. He's big into fishing, like really big. And obviously we're talking about fishing, and he's mentioned that he's paid like $1,000 or something just getting a new Ziplex rod. And close to $1,000 for a Shimano fixed spool reel. Forget the model. We're talking for like half an hour or something on the fishing. And I mentioned that I got this new reel as well, so going on about that. And just got home, about to put line on the reel, and I knock on the door. And it was the guy. You'll not guess what he gave us. 525 mag pen, old one, made in America. So I've gone from rags to riches. Got two new, well, one new and one old pen reels. So awesome. I'm gonna give this a go sometime as well. It's in good condition as well. Obviously it's old, so it's got little bits here and there, a little chip out there, and just some marks. That's what I was saying about this lever that's on here. It doesn't touch the frame. So you see here it's put marks on the frame, but won't get that with that reel. But anyway, really happy about that. All metal as well. So anyway, I'm gonna get some line on this. So that's the reel all spooled up. Got 15-pound mono and 60-pound shock leader. So enough talk. Go to the beach, get some fishing done.
3 days later.
So I'm on Camas Beach again. Finally gonna try out the new reel, Fathom 2. Unfortunately I can't really get any proper casts with it. I want to try pendulum casts with it, but I originally wanted to fish right by the entrance, because that's where the entrance of the car park that comes onto the beach, because that's where the river mouth exits into the sea, and that's where most of the fish are. Unfortunately I can't fish there because there's some knobhead bombing around on a jet ski right there, so I wanted to fish further out. But as you can see, there's people fishing pretty much everywhere where I wanted to fish, so I'm stuck here. So I can't really do any casting because that guy there looks like he's covering that area which I would cast into, so I'm just going to have to cast straight ahead. The water's deep there, but I really want to try this reel out. I could have walked to the right onto the beach, but I think the tide's coming in, and after a few minutes it's just going to push us into the rocks anyway, so no point in fishing on that side. So I'm stuck here pretty much. Other people fishing just down there as well, so there must be some fish in. Just using a clip down Wessex rig, homemade, sand eel as bait, because that's all the bait I've got. So unfortunately I've also forgot to bring the mount for the GoPro, so that might have to do there, I don't know. A bit, so I have to watch it in case it drifts into that guy there. Well, shit happens. One of those days, hopefully I get something anyway. There's the first catch of the day, weed fish. So those guys are gone. One of the absolute legends came over and bought a load of ragworm. So that's my excuse to go fishing tomorrow, to use all that up. But since they've gone, beach is clear. I'm going to try and do a pendulum cast, see how the reel works. I also very rarely do pendulum casts, so I'm not an expert or anything on it. I usually just do overhead lobs because that's mostly where the fish seem to be. So anyway, alright, pretty good. Again, I very rarely do pendulum casts. On this beach there's a gutter that I fish. I'll try and pop up a aerial image of that. Take this camera off and walk to where the lead is. I purposely cast on at the beach. So I'll put an aerial image of where I normally fish, so that's why I very rarely do a pendulum cast. That was actually my first one, I think, this year. So it went well, nobody died. Didn't get any crack-offs. I saw it fly over here somewhere. I should really follow the line, but I didn't. Oh, there's the line. Don't know if you can see it, it's yellow. There's the shock leader. And there's the lead. And there's the bike, maybe as you can see it. See if I can zoom in a little bit. Just there, those two black things. Maybe he's 80, 90 yards, maybe. Since I rarely do pendulum casts, I'm not going to put a lot of effort or force into it in case something goes wrong. So anyway, that's the reel. Oh yeah, another keeper. First cast, where is it? Circle hook, perfectly lip hooked, no diseases. It is the target species. So that's the first casts with the new reel. I did the pendulum on a 3-ounce weight, so 4 or 5 ounces I think it would have definitely went over 100 yards. Got one fish, caught that on a owner Mutu fine wire, but I'm going to phase these out for flounder. They're offset, and I've had a few issues with them. So phase these out just for the flounders. Got some new hooks to try. They're the Mustard Demon, and these are inline. So give these a go. Got these in size 2, size 4, and 1 more. I've ordered some 3 and 4/0s for cod fishing this winter. So that's all I've got to say. Thanks for watching. Tight lines.